Hello, 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 and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Heat Press Nation Live. My name is Jared, and I'm going to be showing you guys some really fun projects with some brand new products for Mother's Day. So as you guys all know, Mother's Day is right around the corner, and I know we're all kind of scrambling for some last minute gift ideas, some stuff that you can make with equipment you already have, and maybe some stuff you don't. But before I get any deeper, I do want to let you know that we're going to be showing off a lot of cool stuff here today. So if you want to see what's going on, or if you want to check out these products specifically, you can head on over to heat.press/live. You don't worry, you can even go there now if you want to. You're not going to lose the feed. We got the feed over there, and then we have all these amazing products. Like for example, today I'm working with this HPN Signature Pro 15 by 15 inch heat press. We have the brand spanking new sublimation markers from Siser. Yes, Siser has some sublimation markers. We're super excited about those. Got a couple other things we're working with today, like the HPN Signature Series fully automatic mug press. You don't see that one a lot, so we're gonna show it to you today just to see how cool it really is. If you have any questions about anything that we're doing today, any of the products, the processes, do me a favor and drop your comments below. You could even tell me where you're tuning in from. Actually, let me go ahead and see where everybody's coming in from right now. Or actually, we gotta let it catch up. There's like a little lag on the comments here. Oh, before I forget, if you wanna stay up to date with the absolute latest and greatest from Heat Press Nation, do me a favor, text the word HEAT, that's H-E-A-T, text the word HEAT to 20198. That's where you can get signed up for text updates. And if you're not already subscribed, you'll get a discount code for $10 off your next order of $50 or more. So if you want to put in an order for some sublimation markers, just break that $50 threshold, you get $10 off. And of course, as always, it's gonna ship for free to lower 48 states. There we go. We got Arlene saying blessings from New York City. Well, blessings to you. Thank you so much. Bryn's coming in from Detroit. Kimberly is from Bodfish, California. Tracy from Michigan. And Jamie says good morning from San Diego. Oh, what's up, San Diego? I'm going to be there at the game on Friday night. That's going to be fun. It's my wife's birthday, and she's from San Diego. So we're always out there. And anyways, she wanted to go to a Padres game. All right. Do me a favor. Drop your comments below. I'm going to get to these right now. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And then lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. So if you're watching us on Facebook, do me a favor, like our Facebook page. You could subscribe on YouTube. Actually, if you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube and subscribe there too. We're pushing 100,000 followers, and we got something really big in the making. We'll see how fast we can get there. I think we're in the 91, 92,000. So head on over, do me a favor, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we can break 100K and just unleash a flurry of great surprises on all of you guys. Okay, well today we are making some projects for Mother's Day. It's a really exciting time. And I think, okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. Sometimes you don't wanna give a homemade gift unless it's like really top quality, of course. So when you hear the word handmade, you're like, okay, it could be really cool. Now for Mother's Day, this is when you want to get all the kids, everybody on that handmade, hand-drawn game. For Mother's Day, it's very awesome. These are gonna be great sentimental keepsakes that you guys are gonna hang on to forever, like on Sandlot, forever. So these are gifts that you don't want to miss out on. These are gifts that the moms are sure to love. And I'm going to show you how it works right now. So we're going to head on over to the table in just a second. But before we do, I just want to recap. I feel like I forgot something. No, I didn't. Yeah, so I mentioned the Siser Sublimation Markers. That's going to be really cool. We're real excited about that. There we go. My comments loaded. Ken Robinson saying hello. We got Liana saying good morning from Arizona. We got Ken from Alabama. Renee from Ventura County. Hello. Wait, is that Renee? The thumbnail's so small. If that's you, what's up? Thanks for joining. You got Missy saying, and when I say Renee, it's my sister-in-law's sister. So I don't know if that makes us anything, but sister-in-laws, I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Yes, once again, you could text the word HEAT to 20198. Let's head on over to the table, and I'm gonna show you guys our projects that we're working on today. So, excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough for a second, so I muted my microphone. So check this out. These are the Siser Sublimation Markers. I got some stuff going on here today, so don't worry, I'm gonna explain everything. But yeah, we have the Siser Sublimation Markers going strong here. I'm really excited about these. They are really fun. Now, I know you guys didn't tune in to watch a grown man color, all right? So I pre-drew and pre-colored these. Yes, this is not the artwork of a 4-year-old. This is actually a 34-year-old doing his best. So I apologize if this is not up to you guys' super amazing artistic standards. Yeah, this is why I use Photoshop. All right, hand drawing is not my primary strength here at Heat Press Nation. But we're working with sublimation. I got my 100% polyester white t-shirts. Now, really quick, so with traditional sublimation, by the way, look, Mother's Day, if you have a dog mom in your life, you could wow the heck out of her. One thing I've learned about dog moms is they love seeing their dogs and wearing clothes with their dogs on it. So yeah, this is gonna be a hit for our local dog mom here. Shout out to Ronnie. She's amazing. She prepped this transfer for me. And so, yeah, so with sublimation, this is going to be the most permanent, most durable, softest transfer you could possibly get. Of course, we're working with white 100% polyester t-shirts. You could work with cotton poly blends if you want to. You just keep in mind that the more cotton in your blend, the more kind of faded and washed out it's gonna get when you put it through the laundry. But anyways, this is 100% polyester, so it's gonna stay this bold and vibrant and high resolution. I mean, nothing lasts forever, but like however close you can get to forever with a t-shirt, that's how long this is gonna last. Now, if you have a sublimation printer, that's great. This was printed on 8.5 by 14-inch paper, so you have a nice big transfer on this medium t-shirt, but what if you don't have a sublimation printer and you want to do something homemade, hand-drawn, that the mom in your life is going to absolutely love? Introducing the Siser Sublimation Markers. So really quick, I'm going to show you how it works. I already drew these, so I'm going to draw something else just to kind of give you an example. These ones I spent more time on. This is like try number 5, by the way. Like, again, a disclaimer, you're about to see some horrible art skills, but I'm really showing off the markers, not my personal artwork, all right? So there's 3 different packs that we have. This is the black marker pack. It comes with 2 round tips, 2 chisel tips, and 2 fine tips. The rest of them are gonna be chisel tips. We have our pastel pack, which is really cool. We got like peach, I'm just gonna go down the line. Peach, light pink, lavender, light blue, seafoam, which is kind of a green, and light green. Very cool. And then we have like our standard colors, which is gonna be, again, going down the line. We have red, pink, orange, yellow, green, and blue. These are gonna be like more bold colors. Now, one thing I just really quick wanna mention is that with sublimation, the boldness and vibrance of the graphic is not gonna show up until after you heat press it. So you might be seeing this and be like, dude, that looks like really faint and like dumb. Those colors look really muted and faded, like what the heck? Don't worry, after we heat press them, they're gonna look fantastic, actually, like, if I may say so myself. Once again, if you wanna see all these products, if you wanna check out and order these Siser markers or the heat press that we're about to use right now, you can head on over to heat.press/live. Heat.press/live. Yeah, oh, and then one more time. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, drop it on the comments. I got my iPad right here, loading in all the comments right now. So yeah. Oh, that's a great question. Lisa from ATL. What's up, Lisa? She says, what all can you use the sub markers on? You could use the sublimation markers on any regular sublimation blank. So if you have a sublimation printer like the SG500, you know that you could create transfers. I have a blank sublimation mug, which we are going to be customizing right now, by the way. So pretty much if you could sublimate onto it with a regular sublimation printer, and if you guys want, head on over to heatpressnation.com, go to our sublimation blank section. Literally hundreds, maybe over 1,000. I haven't counted lately, but for sure hundreds of different sublimation blank items that you can customize. And when it comes to garments, you saw us a few weeks ago. We had silky socks here. You could use this for their socks, their underwear, any sublimation blank you could use with the sublimation markers. All right, so I'm gonna do a real quick example of how the markers work. They come in packs of 6. And let me find the round one. Yeah, there we go. And so I'm gonna try to draw upside down so you can see what I'm working on. Let's see. Oh, you know what? So this is not art class, all right? All right, but this is how I draw. I don't even think this is I'm not sure what kind of flower this is, but this is like a grade school level flower or a propeller. It depends. You could recycle this artwork for Father's Day. Just turn it into like a propeller or something nautical themed. All right. Oh, this is the most asymmetrical flower I've ever seen. This is terrible. All right. Again, we are not here for my art skills. I'm just showing you how the markers work. This is for sure the ugliest flower I've ever seen. That's wretched, guys. I apologize. I'm not an art major or anything remotely close. My sister-in-law is on my other side, and she'd probably be like screaming right now if she saw how ugly and obtuse this flower is. Okay, so anyways, so now I'm gonna pull out my pastel pack because I really like these colors. And so I want to, now this is not like the natural color for any sort of flower. So I'm just gonna do a quick, gonna try to fill this inside as best I can. Again, not a good color. And I know you guys aren't here to see a grown man color a flower, all right? So I get you. I'm just gonna give you guys kind of like just a quick example on how the markers work. Now you notice that these colors are coming out pretty, I don't wanna say faint, but they are pretty like desaturated and muted, and that's like totally normal. The reason why is because sublimation ink, they don't get their signature vibrance until you actually heat press it. So then I would go around and, you know, if it's a kid, you could have the kid like, just, dude, use your imagination, color whatever colors you want. On this, again, not here for, I'm gonna stop torturing you guys with my horrible coloring skills. But you get the idea. You color whatever it is that you want. It's hand-drawn, it's one of a kind, it's unique. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, why the heck would I do sublimation on this when I could just do like permanent marker? Because permanent marker is not so permanent, especially after it goes through the washing machine. So yeah, sure, you could get your kids to use a Sharpie and just color on the t-shirt, but that's gonna fade out after a few washes, believe it or not. Permanent markers are not that permanent. What's amazing about sublimation is that the ink that I just colored right here, when you heat it up, it turns into a gas dye. And in the heat press, which I'm about to show you right now, that gas dye gets forced into the surface of the blank garment, which in this case is our t-shirt. So it's a very permanent, very durable, and extremely soft transfer. So let's say your kids did the sublimation markers and you know Mrs. Jones next door, her kids use regular permanent markers. Your t-shirt's gonna last a heck of a lot longer. Let me see, do we got any questions here? Oh, that's a great question. Arlene is saying, so do you draw backwards on the sublimation paper? Yes, and you know what's funny? I didn't take that into consideration when I was coloring this. Now, lucky for me, Mom reads the same forward and backwards, so I dodged a bullet there. But you are absolutely right. One thing that we recommend doing is, you know, oh, and one more thing I do want to mention about this is that you use regular copy paper. No need for special sublimation paper. So what I could do is I could just like flip it over, and you know you could try to trace it. You could print it out backwards if you want. I actually am capable of writing backwards. I just didn't do it for this. So good catch, Arlene. Lisa Thompson is asking, how long will the markers last? You know what? I'm not 100% sure. These are very, very brand new. It's a brand new product. We just started carrying them. And so I haven't personally tested them myself. But just to be sure. Oh, no, that's going to read correctly. Sorry. So I could write upside down. And I can also write upside down. Oh, actually, S's throw me off. I can also write upside down and backwards. Now, don't ask me how I have that skill, but I do. So that backwards says Happy Mom's Day, all right? So I can, I just forgot, but it's okay. You guys are gonna get that done, I'm positive. So now let me show you guys, this is the one I just drew. We're gonna do this one because it's prettier slightly by a factor of 0.001. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to customize these t-shirts on the heat press. So I'm gonna grab these items. I have my printout, I have my t-shirt, and I have my parchment paper. Let's head on over to the heat press and let's get her done. All right, so my heat press, this is the HPN Signature Series, 15 by 15 inch swing away heat press. Actually, I'm sorry, this is the Signature Pro. I believe the pressure's already been set for me. That's just, I'm gonna loosen it up just a little bit. The cool thing about sublimation t-shirts is that they don't require a lot of pressure at all. So now here's one thing I am gonna do for my transfer. Because we're using, now these ones, look, I know those of you guys who follow us, you saw me. I was totally just gassing up my homeboy for his perfect sublimation t-shirt. But because we don't waste things at Heat Press Nation, I'm gonna use today this older, worse, lower, inferior quality t-shirt. Sorry, Silky Socks, sorry, Danish. I'm using this other t-shirt because we don't like to waste things at Heat Press Nation. And so we had some of these left over, so don't worry. In the future, you'll see us use those amazing Silky Socks t-shirts, but for now, we're blowing through the last of our blank other lesser quality. So the reason why I put a piece of parchment paper inside the shirt is because this is a very thin t-shirt. So what I don't want is, again, this ink is gonna turn into a gas dye when I heat press it onto my shirt. What I don't want is for that gas dye to seep through the top and go into the bottom. So that's why I put a piece of parchment paper on the inside. We've tested those really awesome, and again, going back, my favorite sublimation t-shirt, we tested those Silky Socks one because they're thicker. That step was not required. So I have my transfer ink side touching the shirt. Oh, now it's crooked, hold on. Close enough. All right, so I have my transfer on the shirt. I'm gonna cover it with a piece of parchment paper. And now for my settings, Siser recommends for garments 370 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 seconds. So I don't know if you can see it. No, it's getting blocked right here, but it's 370 degrees and it's 45 seconds. So now all I gotta do, heat press that. We got 45 seconds on the clock. Now, let me see if we have any questions. You guys are gonna just, if you don't mind, just stare at that heat press for a second. There we go. On Facebook, let's see how you guys doing. Facebook. Facebook is good. Tara says, guess I'm a big old kid. Yes. Oh, this is great. Donna says, I've done this with the grandkids, printed out pictures with sublimation ink mirrored, and then had them color in with the Cricut markers. Yes, this would work the same. Now, one thing that we did notice is with this, let me get back to that. My heat press is beeping, which means it's time to open it up. That's 45 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So now, I don't know if you can already see it. I see some colors popping. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carefully lift off the parchment paper, and here's why. When you're doing this, you do not want this paper to shift on the surface of your t-shirt. That will cause ghosting. So what I like to do, give it just a couple of seconds, make sure that nothing has shifted, and then like a Band-Aid, just rip that off. And dude, look at these colors. Actually, you know what? This is not terrible. I know I was totally dumping on my art skills, but you know, this is not horrible. I mean, look at that. Now look how great those colors look. Obviously they've deepened up a lot from what I colored, and in person they are a lot more bold and vibrant. Now they're pastel, so they're naturally gonna be a little bit lighter shades. If I would have done the darker ones, which I'll show you in a minute on the mug, you'll see how dark they can get. But yeah, look at that. I don't think my mom's gonna wear this because it's so ugly. No, it's not ugly, it's just, again, I'm not the best artist, but really look how cool this looks. Now again, this is 100% permanent. So you could wash this shirt over and over and over again. I'm gonna pull the, let's head on over back to the table. I'm gonna pull the inside. And so I don't think you could see it on camera, very faint ink, so I'm glad I put this inside. Someone will pick that up. So looky here, very, very cool. Again, talking about the markers, not my crummy artwork. So I'm gonna leave this here so you guys can see it. Again, if you're interested in picking up some of these sublimation markers, we do have them available on our website. You can go to heat.press/live. And if you guys want to be notified, maybe this is your first time tuning in and you want to be notified every time we go live or have a special event, you could text the word HEAT, that's H-E-A-T, text the word HEAT to 20198. That's going to get you into our text notifications. There we go. And don't worry, we won't bother you guys too much. We're just going to let you know about all the latest and greatest happening at Heat Press Nation. And yeah, so now I'm going to turn my heat press off. Oh, don't tell OSHA, but I almost slipped on that paper. So check it out. I'm going to bring over my heat press. Okay, it's time to move this out of the way. All right, I'm bringing this guy, maybe not front and center, but prominent. He's going to hang out right here with us. But turn this bad boy on. The settings are already set. Now, these are going to be a little bit different when you're using the sublimation markers from Siser. They're going to be a little bit different than a traditional printed sublimation transfer. Usually, we recommend going 385 degrees for 190 seconds. When using the Siser markers, scoot it over. Okay, sorry. Let's get that in frame. There we go. There we go. There we go. Close enough. All right. We recommend going for 400 degrees at 120 seconds. Thanks to my pal Ronnie, this is already set up at temperature. So we're going to let this heat up. Okay. Sorry, one more adjustment. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so here I have this transfer. As somebody so kindly pointed out, I forgot to mirror my image. That's okay. Don't forget, whenever you're doing sublimation, you do have to mirror your image. So even though I wrote this reading correctly here, I'm going to put it on the face of my mug, and then it's not going to read correctly. So. But it's okay, because I really just want to show you guys how cool the markers look. Again, this is not a testament to my my drawing skills. Okay, so check it out. When you're doing mugs, you will want to get some heat tape. This piece had something on it. There we go. You are going to want some heat tape. So what I recommend doing is, now you could cut this to size. Another thing that you could do is you could just draw a little something and then cut it out and paste it on each side. Not paste it, sorry, tape it on each side of the mug individually. I cut myself a little piece of paper, 4 inches tall, and this is 8.5 paper, so I just cut a strip 4 inches tall from my sheet of paper, and that's actually gonna work perfectly. So what I do is, on a clean surface, just gonna put some tape on the side here. And just like this, now I'm gonna put it on my mug. Now, I have experience making mugs, so I roughly knew about how far apart to space these things so they would be on the right face of each mug. Now, I didn't do that right. So what you could do is you could just cut off this piece, center it right on the front of this side, and then the separate piece, just center it right here on the mug on this side. Or you could have the kids draw like a full wrap, have them fill up the little sheet. Again, this is these sheets that I cut out. There we go, thank you. Oh, it's letting me know it's at temperature, so I'm gonna put my mug in. It's so easy. So this is the fully automatic mug press. So all I gotta do is just drop my mug in there, let it hit the sensor, and that's it. You guys saw that. I did not have to touch the mug press at all. I'm gonna move it over so that way we can see it on camera really quick here. Don't worry, no camera tricks. We're not gonna switch it out with another mug. You guys are gonna actually see this happening. But like I said, so you get a regular piece of paper and you just cut off a 4-inch strip and you can have the kids color in whatever the heck they want. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna write it backwards. Let's see. And I'm going to use a different color. Oh, man, I already did that too big. Here's a tip. Whenever you're writing something that covers the full width, start with the first letter and then start with the last letter. And then just work your way into the middle. You can kind of adjust as you go. So I'm trying to spell the word mother. Oh, I used the same color twice. Oh, well. Go for peach now. And we're just waiting. We got 2 minutes on the clock. And let me break out my other pack of colors. So again, there's 2 packs of these Siser colors. You have your standard colors, which are again, orange, blue, green, yellow, red, and pink. And then you have like the pastel colors here, which we already talked about. So let me get orange in here. And to finish it off, we're gonna do, red. So I'll show you how this one looks afterwards. So now I have a mug that's just gonna say mother. Now, yes, it reads backwards, it's supposed to, and that's perfect timing. Look at that, the press just automatic releases, so I don't have to do any work. I can just carefully bring my mug out. Now I'm gonna let this sit for just a second. I'm gonna let it cool down for maybe about 60 seconds or so before I peel it. I don't want any like outgassing or anything like that to blur my graphics. So really quick here, I'm gonna drop the second mug in because that's what I do. So you guys saw, I just colored this one. I'm gonna tape it. I'm gonna use heat tape on my mug, and don't worry, I'm gonna get to your questions in just a moment. Let's just pop this second mug in there. By the way, we are going to be giving away 3 packs of these Siser Sublimation Markers. So you're gonna get the black pack, the color pack, and the pastel pack. One lucky winner who's tuning in live today is going to win. So just a heads up. Oh, by the way, these are going to be these Sublicraft 11-ounce sublimation mugs for anybody who is curious as to what we're using. So I just taped that here. Gonna maneuver it in there, and there we go. There we go. And I think it's time for us to peel this one. What do you guys think? Now it is gonna be hot, and doggone, look at that. Now, yes, that is backwards, but if you put it to a mirror, it says Happy Mom's Day. That's my bad, you guys. I forgot to mirror when I was drawing. And then on the other side, we have, man, that's cool. Look how bold and vibrant those colors are. And again, this beats using a permanent marker on the mug. Anytime you say, oh, I could just have my kids draw on a marker. Not really. One trip through the dishwasher and your permanent marker mug is going to look horrible. You could put this thing a bunch of times through the dishwasher. Not really gonna matter, again, because this is sublimation. So this is extremely permanent. I would touch it, but this mug is like very, very hot. So I'm gonna set it down right here really quick. I'm gonna check, see if we have any questions tuning in. By the way, you wanna stay tuned until after, or I should say until the end of this broadcast. I am gonna be giving away some sublimation markers. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Let's see if we have any questions here. By the way, if you have any questions, you can feel free to drop them in the comments. I got my iPad right here, so I'm going through all the questions. Let's see what we got. Ronnie says, Jared, the man of many talents. I'm sure drawing upside down and backwards will help me out one day. This is very, very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna head back onto camera in just a second. We got about 20 seconds left for this mug that's in. Once again, this is the HPN fully automatic mug press. So if you don't like worrying about pressure settings. Fully automatic mug press. It does only fit the 11-ounce mugs, but these are probably the most popular size coffee mug anyways. There we go. And I'm gonna pull that out carefully. Now, I don't really mind peeling this one early because it's just kind of a throwaway, but look at that. You guys saw me draw it live. There we go. And it says, now it reads correctly, mother. There we go, I know how to read. And you can see the different colors. You guys could really draw whatever it is that you want. I'm gonna move these up here. You can draw whatever you want and it's gonna sublimate. These are the Siser Sublimation Markers and they are absolutely fantastic. Now I know we've been talking about the Siser Sublimation Markers and I'm gonna come back so you guys can see me so you're not just looking at my hands, right? I feel like, I don't know if you guys remember on Sesame Street, remember those Labradors? That they just had the guy with the hands talking for the Labrador. That's how I feel sometimes. Let me get back on here. Anyways, yeah. So you might be thinking, well, what about other sublimation projects? Go for it. So look at this. This is a super cool, it says Mama, right? This is one of our 20-ounce Sublicraft sublimation tumblers. You could use the markers on this tumbler, of course. This was printed with some pictures of a lovely mama and her kids, which is really, really great. This is gonna work in the HPN Signature Series 2-in-1 mug press or higher. As long as you have that tumbler attachment, you're good. And like I showed you in the beginning, if you have a sublimation printer, go for it, even for your favorite dog mom. Trust me, dog moms probably love wearing pictures of their babies more than regular moms. No offense to the I just think like people just like wearing dogs on a t-shirt more, but you never know, prove me wrong. Show me your pictures. If you guys want to share what you've been working on, you can join our online community at heat.press/FB group. That's going to be the Heat Press Nation Creators Facebook group. Really awesome group, full of a lot of really awesome people. So you definitely want to check that out. Let's see if we have any questions here coming in. Don't worry, I didn't forget. We are going to be giving away all 3 packs of now they're empty, so this is just they're on the table here. Sorry, give me a second. I'm missing a pack, here we go. All right, don't worry, I'm not gonna send you empty boxes. You're gonna get the primary pack. It's gonna have the primary colors, red, actually, let me see if no, it's not written on the back. You're gonna get red, pink, rose, orange, yellow, green, and blue. That's the primary pack. The pastel pack comes with peach, light pink, lavender, light blue, seafoam, and light green. And then in the black pack, because if you're drawing outline, you're probably gonna be using a lot of black. The black pack has 2 of each marker, the round tip, fine tip, and chisel point tip. If you're curious, all the colors are going to be chisel point tips. So there we go. All right, I think I'm ready to give some stuff away. If you're ready to give some stuff away, you want to get to the nearest, as close as you can to your Wi-Fi router as possible. Go to the room with the good internet because I'm going to be asking a random trivia question. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be asking a random trivia question. Feel free to Google it. I do not care if you cheat. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask a question. The first comment that I see in my feed is going to win. Now, unfortunately for all my YouTube pals, because we have a hard time like tracking and contacting through YouTube, we're not able to offer this giveaway on YouTube. This is gonna be for our Facebook viewers. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna give you a second. Head on over to Facebook, facebook.com/HeatPressNation. Just look up Heat Press Nation on Facebook. Log in and head on over there. We're going to be giving away a 3-pack on our Facebook feed. There we go. This is a great question. Mickey is asking, instructions on the signature mug press with the tumbler attachment says medium, but what does that mean? So typically when you're working with mugs in the mug press medium pressure, the way we gauge it is by the resistance you're gonna feel when closing the heat press. For example, this right here is set to a medium light pressure. Doesn't take a lot of effort at all. There's a little bit of resistance right here, so this is where it sits. And to close it, I just use a little force. This is considered a light pressure. Medium to medium light. Now, if I increase the pressure a little bit, and now when I go to close it, it takes more force. Actually, I think I tightened it too much. So here, like I would have to like really, like I'm feeling a lot of resistance on this heat press. So that's considered heavy pressure. It's gonna be the same for the mug presses. So when you're working with the Signature Series mug press and you load your tumbler in, I would recommend adjusting your pressure while it's cold and off. Put the tumbler in there and close it, increasing the pressure on the two back knobs, making sure they're even. And you just wanna increase pressure until, again, it shouldn't be super easy to close, but it shouldn't be super difficult. You're gonna feel a little resistance, but not too much difficulty when closing the heat press. And then after that, you're gonna fire off a test print just to make sure that everything's working okay. You may find that you'll need to increase your pressure, decrease it slightly. But for sublimation, you typically do not need heavy pressure where you're like forcing the machine closed. There we go, Arlene, Marilyn, Jamie, we see you guys coming over from YouTube. You guys are ready to win a prize. All right, so I'm gonna give away the 3 packs of sublimation markers right now. So get on open up your Googles, open up your heatpressnation.com. Maybe you might need to head on over to heatpressnation.com and head on over to the sublimation blank section, because maybe I'm gonna ask you to give me the price for an item. I don't know. I might be curious to see the first person who can comment the retail price for a pack of 12 Sublicraft 11-ounce mugs. What is the retail price for a pack of 12 Sublicraft 11-ounce mugs? Those are the mugs that we use today. First person to comment it is going to win the 3-pack of sublimation blank markers. So, and again, it's the first person I see on my feed, on your feed, because your internet's loading at a different time. You may find a different comment above yours. Sorry, I'm going off of what I see here. First person to comment the retail price of a 12-pack of Sublicraft 11-ounce mugs. So a dozen 11-ounce mugs. Let's see. Okay, so there's a little bit of a lag, so let me see. And also, because I know it by heart, but I want to be sure. Let's see. Internet is slow up here. All right, I see some comments coming in. And this is just not loading for some reason. Before I give away the prize, I want to make sure that I'm right in my head. So let's just let this load here. I'm pretty sure I have a winner. Yes, I was right. And now let's see the first comment. And the first comment to have the correct price, that again in my feed, is Sharon Bryant Gibson. The correct answer is $29.95. I did see a few of you guys comment the $29.99, but they're actually $29.95. So Sharon Gibson, thank you so much. I'm gonna see if, yes, I just liked your comment. You are our winner, Sharon. I'm gonna be reaching out to you, or actually Ronnie is gonna be reaching out to you to get some shipping information so we can get you your prize. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for playing. It's been an absolute blast. Be sure to stay tuned in. We're planning on having more giveaways in the future. And also, if you like what you see here, you too can get it. We have the HPN Signature Pro 15 by 15 inch heat press. You guys saw the Signature Series fully automatic mug press. Of course, the big star of today's episode were the Siser Sublimation Markers that are now available at heatpressnation.com. If you want to find them, you can go to heat.press/live. Once again, heat.press/live. It's going to get you all the cool stuff you need that you saw here on today's episode and more. And then once again, do yourself a favor, sign up for text notifications you're going to text the word HEAT, which is HEAT. You see it on screen. Text the word HEAT to 20198. That's going to get you signed up for text notifications. So that way, anytime we're going live or having a special event, you can be notified and you don't miss out on anything. All right, well, I'm burning up here standing next to this heat press, so I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much. I wanna give a huge shout out to my mom, who's an amazing mom, and to my wife, who's a brand new mother this year. So excited. She's not watching, but love you, baby. And of course, to all the mothers out there, we are so happy for you. We thank you. We love you. And we hope you guys all have a very awesome Mother's Day this weekend. Once again, I'm Jared with Heat Press Nation. That's going to do it for our program. Hope you guys have a great day.